What's going on, guys? BriarRabbit here. I gotta talk about the gameplay just a hair before we jump into the main topic. I want to talk about this map, Grind. I absolutely love this map. Right when it came out, this one came out in the first map pack for Call of Duty Black Ops 2. It came along with the Peacekeeper, and I've been having fun with it on a consistent basis ever since it was released. I really like how you can play any playstyle you want on this map. If you want to play short-range weapons, you can do that by sticking to the inside of the building. There's plenty of traffic in there. If you want to play snipers, you can do that. There's plenty of long lines of sight, especially on the lower level, on the opposite side of the map that I'm hanging in now. Obviously, an assault rifle or a submachine gun will serve you well on this side of the map. You'll see I just kind of locked down this area for most of the map. And just pick up spawn kills, and it serves me pretty well, and it's been doing so for almost a year now. So what I really want to talk about today is Black Friday. So you may be thinking to yourself right now, man, it is early to be talking about Black Friday, but these tips are too good to pass up. I realize it's only getting toward the end of October, but this is really good. I got a really good tip to share with you, as long as it's just the regular deal. So if you look at this ad, this is GameStop's Black Friday ad, and this leaked out today, and I found it pretty interesting. If you look at it real closely, you'll see that there's nothing for the next-gen consoles, which is to be expected. These things are going to be brand spanking new when Black Friday hits this year, so there's really not going to be anything in the way of deals. Early adopters, you always get screwed on price, so get used to it if that's the kind of lifestyle you want to live. However, there's one little tidbit in here for the early adopters that might get you salivating. You'll notice that the Xbox 360 version of Battlefield 4 and Call of Duty Ghosts are both discounted. $29.99 for Battlefield 4 and $49.99 for Call of Duty Ghosts. Now, if you'll remember, there is these upgrade specials on the next-gen version. So if you buy the old one, you can also buy the new one for only $10 more. Well, you have to trade in, depending on where you go, but at GameStop, you have to trade them in. So you actually lose your copy of the old one to get a copy of the new one. But if you were to buy Battlefield 4 for $30, then you can upgrade for $10. Your total cost of ownership on the next-gen console would only be $39.99, and that is a great deal. Same goes for Ghosts. It's a little less of a deal. For $49.99, you can buy the Xbox 360 version and then upgrade to the Xbox One version for only $10 more. Your total cost of ownership for both games would be $59.99, which is the cost of just one of those games on one console. So I thought that was a pretty cool deal. As you can see, there's a couple of other deals. There's some bundles for both the PS3 and the Xbox 360. The 250 gigabyte Xbox 360 bundle comes with Halo 4 and Tomb Raider, and will be available for only $199.99. $199.99. That doesn't roll off the tongue too easy. Also, there's a 250 gig PS3 bundle that includes The Last of Us and the newly released Batman Arkham Origins. And that is also going to be $199.99. Sony's also introducing a blue PS3 that comes with Jak and Daxter collection, but it will be up at $249.99. So, of course, for the premium cool stuff, they want a little extra money. I think $250 is an awful lot to be spending on a PS3, especially on Black Friday. I'm sure there's going to be some people who want them, but when the PS4 is only $400, $150 isn't enough of a discount for me to be recommending anybody buy a PS3. Aside from no deals on the next-gen consoles, I was a little disappointed to see that there was no deals on a PS Vita or a Nintendo 3DS. Now, of course, this is just GameStop's Black Friday ad. You know, there will be more coming from Target, Best Buy, Walmart. Even Amazon will have Black Friday deals. So I'm frankly hoping to pick up a PS Vita on the cheap this holiday season. I don't know if it's going to happen. I'm not going to pay full retail for them because there's just not enough games available, and I know that I won't play it enough to get the full value. But if you could give me a significant discount on a PS Vita, I would love to pick one up. And a Nintendo 3DS, those things are always popular around this house, so it'd just be good to pick up another one. So that's all the stuff that jumped out at me right away, and I gotta tell you, I'm pretty impressed by some of it. Other stuff is a little lackluster. There is a ton more. There's like 5 or 6 pages of this thing. So I'm actually gonna put a link down in the description that you can check out the full ad. Maybe there's some stuff that's really specific to your wants and interests that I didn't really get to, but take a look down in the description and you can click that link. All right, the last thing I want to talk about today is a little bit off topic. It's actually going to be a little bit of shameless self-promotion, but it's topical for me because I'm actually heading there right now. If you guys weren't aware, I actually do a movie podcast as well as this YouTube channel. So if you'd like to check that out, come on over to thefirstrun.com. I'll put a link in the description of the video to it. You can just hit that right up. We offer all sorts of stuff over at The First Run. We have written word articles that you could read. There's all sorts of fun stuff. There's even stuff about Star Trek versus Star Wars, which I frankly don't agree with the conclusions they came to in that article, but whatever. I've got some of my videos on there. We've got the First Run podcast, which we have a lot of fun recording, and we're actually working on a new untitled podcast that should be getting up there right now. That one's going to be a little more freeform, topical, just based on what we were thinking about kind of that week or that day. And we got a really crazy co-host for that one, so it should be a lot of fun. So again, that's thefirstrun.com. If you guys are interested in hearing more of my idiocy, come on over and take a look. Thank you guys very much for watching this video. I really appreciate it. If you liked it, hit that like button, and if you're new to the channel, hit subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.